What is the Chinese New Year story? Why this festival is so important? Chinese New Year marks the beginning of a new lunar year and is the time for family and celebration. This is the story behind many Chinese New Year traditions by J.C. Miller. Chinese New Year, also known as the Spring Festival, marks the end of the lunar year and the start of a new one. It is associated with the very significant legends, with many traditions and superstitions rooted in old stories and folklore. Many traditional Chinese New Year celebrations, for example, can be traced back to ancient stories. What is the Chinese New Year story? According to Chinese legend, there once lived a ferocious monster by the name of Nian. It lived in the ocean. By the end of the lunar year, it would come ashore to tell villagers to destroy their property and eat any livestock or children that would come. To hide from the terrible monster, retreat to the mountains every New Year evening. One year, as they were preparing to leave, boarding up their windows and packing their belongings, a strange old man wandered into the village. He was greeted by an elderly woman who chose Nian and urged them to come with the villagers to the safety of the mountains. The old man refused to go, and instead told the woman that if she let him spend the night in her home, he would get rid of Nian for good. The Simple Cat Walk by Jill Collins. Chapter 1. Introduction. This book wrote on my blog, www.jlcollinsnh.com. The blog, in turn, grew out of a series of letters I have begun to write to my then teenage daughter. These letters concern various things, mostly about money and investing. She was not yet quite ready to hear. Since money is the single most powerful tool we have for navigating this complex world we created, understanding is critical. If you choose to act, money becomes a wonderful servant. If you don't, money will surely not serve. But my little one said to me, I know money is a problem. I just don't want to spend my life thinking about it. For me, this was an anthem. I love this stuff. But most people have better things to do with their precious time than think about money. They have bridges to build, diseases to cure, treaties to negotiate, mountains to climb, technology to create, children to teach, businesses to open and build. Unfortunately, this benign neglect of things financial leaves it open to the charlatans of financial world. The people who make investing endlessly complex, because it can be made complex, becomes more profitable for them, more expensive for us, and we are forced into their racing heart. Here's the important truth. Complex investments exist only to profit those who create and sell them. Further, not only more costly to the investment, they are less effective. Jeff Bezos, who stepped down as Amazon chief executive, Amazon's founder Jeff Bezos is to step down as chief executive of the e-commerce giant that started in his garage nearly 30 years ago. He will become executive chairman, a move he said would give him time and energy to focus on his other ventures. Mr. Bezos, who has a fortune of almost $200 billion, will be replaced by Andy Jassy, who currently leads Amazon's cloud computing business. The change will take place in second half 2021, the company said. Being the CEO of Amazon is a deep responsibility and a consumer. When you have a responsibility like that, it's hard to put attention on anything else, Ms. Bezos said in the letter to Amazon staff on Tuesday. As executive chair, I will stay engaged in all the Amazon initiatives, but also have the time and energy I need to focus on the day one fund, the Bezos Earth Fund, Blue Origin, the Washington Post, and I'm a metaphor. I've never had more energy, and this isn't boundary tiring. I'm super passionate about the impact I think this organization can have. The ad. Ms. Bezos, 57, had realized company start as an online bookshop in 1994. The firm now has 1.3 million people globally. And has changed everything from package delivery in radio, cloud-based, and advertising. What is life all about? Self-exploration for the soul by Michael O'Donnell. Soul isn't what my income from a big studio and make movies for kids, but his sense of self, offers freedom to try new things, including exploring the old days of customers. I think a lot of us fall into that idea of just find your passion, do what you love, and everything else fall into place. And I think point where I'm like, not everything is coming into place, and not happy and content all the time just because I love doing animation, said the sole director and co-writer P. Doctor, a two-time Oscar winner. What's life really all about, and what are we meant to be doing? The film was really an investigation into that. 四位 main character, Joe, voiced by Jamie Foxx, from his jazz musician turned teacher, about to get his big break at the club when the unexpectedly died. His struggle to return to life, accompanied by a candid Judy Shaw, voiced by Tina Fey, to feel what he sees as a purpose, formed the story. As Doctor says, so is not concerned with religious dogma, but deep present underlying right now, which makes highly improvisation of jazz an appropriate theme. It helps consider co-writer Tom Howard. Journalist, but there's no replacement for living experience. Doctor refers to the opening scene. Joe conveys to his students how he fell in love with jazz and the father took him club. Where that came from, Dr. John Batiste, who played the music, described to me a moment like this, and I almost literally transcribed what he said and put it in the film. 10 years of experience in 1 hour by Derek Service. From 1998 to 2008, I had this wild experience of starting a little hobby, accidentally growing big business, and selling it for $22 million. So now people want to hear thoughts. People ask me what I really want. So I told stories about how it went. Many of them are about all the things I did wrong. I made some horrible mistakes. People ask my advice how to approach situations in their lives, businesses, like how I felt this. But my plot is just one way, and I can argue against it as well. I'm not really suggesting that anyone should like me. I'm not pushing on Europe. So what works for me might not work for others. But enough people thought that my stories and the philosophies I developed from experience are worth sharing. So here we are. This is most of what I learned in 10 years, compacted into something you read and love. I hope you found these ideas useful for your own life business. I also hope you disagree with some of this. Then I hope you email me to tell me about your different points of view, because that's my favorite part of all. I'm a student, not a guru. What is the Chinese New Year story? Why the festival is so important? Chinese New Year marks the beginning of the new lunar year and the time for family and celebration. This is the story behind many Chinese New Year traditions by Daisy Naylor. Chinese New Year, also known as the Spring Fest, marks the end of the lunar year and the start of a new one. It is associated with various myths and legends, with many traditions and superstitions rooted in old story and folklore. Many traditional Chinese New Year celebrations, for example, can be traced back to ancient story. What is the Chinese New Year story? According to Chinese legend, there once lived a monster by name of Yan. It lived in the ocean. By the end of the lunar year, it would come ashore to terrorize villages, destroying property and eating any livestock or children that it had found. Terrible monster. People retreat them to mountains every New Year's Eve. One year, as they were prepared to leave, boarding up their windows and packing their belongings, a strange old man wandered into the village. He was greeted by an elderly woman and urged them to come to the village to the safety of the mountain. The old man refused to go and instead told the woman that if she left and spent the night in her home, they would get rid of Yan for good. The simple path to wealth, but here comes. Chapter 1. Introduction. This book grew out of my blog, www.jlcollinsandennings.com. The blog, in turn, grew out of a series of letters I began to write to my then teenage daughter. These letters concern various things, mostly about money and investing. She was not yet quite ready to hear. Since money is the single most powerful tool we have for navigating this complex world with greed, understanding is critical. If you choose to master, money becomes a wonderful servant. If you don't, it will surely master you. But Dad, my little girl once said to me, I know money is important. I just don't want to spend life thinking about it. For me, this was eye-opening. I love this stuff. But most people have better things to do with their precious time than think about money. They have bridges built, diseases to cure, treaties to negotiate, mountains to climb, technologies to create, children to teach, businesses to open and build. Unfortunately, this benign neglect of things financial is open to the charlatans of the financial world. The people who make investing endlessly complex, because if it can be made complex, it becomes more profitable for them. more expensive sales for us, and we are forced into their waiting. Here's an important truth. Complex investments exist only to profit those who create and sell them. Further, not only are they more costly to the investors, they are less effective. Jeff Bezos to step down as Amazon chief executive. Amazon's founder Jeff Bezos is to step down as chief executive of the e-commerce giant that started in ground nearly 30 years ago. While becoming executive chairman, a move he said would give him time and energy to focus on his other ventures. Miss Bridges, who has a fortune of almost $200 billion, will be replaced by Andy Jassy, who currently leads Amazon's cloud computing business. The change will take place in the second half of 2021, the company said. The city of Amazon so big, interesting, when you have a responsibility like that. Stay engaged and important Amazon initiative, but also have the time and energy and to focus on the day one fund. The Bezos outside Blue Origin, the Washington Post, and my other passion. I've never had more energy, and this is retiring. I'm super passionate about the impact I think this organization can have. Miss Bezos, 57, has led Amazon online bookshop in 1994. The firm now employs 1.3 million people globally and has hand in everything from package delivery and stream video.